Hey everybody, it's Operation, and welcome to my NHL Beta Impressions video. Before I start, shout out to Cross and Bryson, seeing as they're the people playing with me in this video. Zuppo died, so yeah, he's not playing in this game. Anywho, yeah, Beta Impressions. One word answer, it's good. So if that's what you came to find out, yeah, it's very solid. Way better than NHL 15. So if that's all you want to hear, it's good. You'll like it. That's it. So if you want the short version, there you go. If you want more depth, I guess I could go into that. So basically, how they had it working in the beta is you had several different classes that you could choose from. For both skater and defenseman and goaltender. So, yeah, it's recommended pretty much that you use different, different player classes on each team, so that you have a more balanced lineup. But what I found, at least early in the beta, power forward was OP as hell. It had like the best stats and everything besides shooting. But yeah, power forward was really OP. Luckily they kind of nerfed that, so I don't think that's going to be the case going into the final release of the game. But yeah, for the most of the beta, power forward was kind of the OP class. Um, but as far as I'm concerned, what I liked the most was actually the grinder class. Because you're a very physical class. Your shooting isn't the greatest, but you can get in front of the net and basically wreak havoc by screening the goalie and deflections and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, in this background video, I'm Blue. I am the grinder. Bryson is red. He's the power forward. Bryson's green. My bad. Bryson's green and is the power forward. And I have no idea what Cross was. So, yeah. Anyway, this isn't the best game we had by any means, but it's the one I got footage for. Yeah, I'm lazy. Sue me. Whatever. And the one goal scorer in this game was derp. But I guess that's also another thing to go over. There's a lot of derp goals scored in this game, both with user and non-user goalies. I guess that's kind of more authentic-ish, because you see a lot of weird plays in actual NHL games too. But it still kind of rubbed me the wrong way a bit that it just gets some really weird, wacky bounces and stuff. But again, it's part of hockey, so I don't know. It just seems to happen a bit too often, in my opinion. But hey, it's a beta, so it'll probably be different in the game. But one of the major things they did in the beta, and I'm not sure if they'll do this in the final game or not, is they basically only have the classes for you to choose from. Like, you can't choose your guys' height or weight or anything like that, which, not gonna lie, is kind of annoying and shallow. I'm not sure if I'm the only one that had it come across like that, but it's like you can't really get as into your character as you have before, because you can't really build them from the ground up. They do have a lot of faces for you to choose from, and you can change the eye color, all that stuff. Even that's a bit shallow, though, in my opinion, because it's just like pre-built faces. You could just change the hair color and stuff. But I always mess those up, so I guess it's not a huge deal in the end. But yeah, the fact that you can't change your weight or height or anything kind of bugs me. I guess it doesn't matter because of the player classes, because you have set skills and speed and all that. And your height and stuff will change, depending on what class you pick. But I don't know, it just felt shallow to me. I kind of hope that's something they fix in the beta. Or not in the beta, in the retail version of the game, but I don't know. I kind of doubt they will. One of the positive aspects from it being that way, though, is it's very pick up and play friendly. As in, you don't really level up or get better stats. It's just all based on, the classes you pick and how well you and your teammates and stuff work together. So, I don't know. That's a positive, I guess, but I kind of want to see it fleshed out more at the same time, with also keeping the fact of, it being very pickup friendly. I don't know how you'd really do that, but it's kind of what I want to see. Um, oh, I actually have notes this time. Yes, I made notes. You guys should be proud of me. Anywho, another thing they did this time, they improved the AI tremendously. Yeah, we actually had several games where we were playing as we had like 4 people, and we're playing as like 2 people, and the rest were AI. The AI is good in the fact that they'll stay organized and they can make good plays and stuff, and they're also good at hitting their spots in the net. So, yeah, the AI won't really cost you that many games, I don't feel. If a guy is going back and cherry picking, for the most part, from what I found, is the AI would stay put pretty much. They would stay back and stay on the guy. So yeah, positive. The AI, for the most part, and there's still times when the AI really messes up, and you know, kind of you're like, what the hell, AI? But I didn't find it horrible. Yeah, that's just my opinion. So yeah, more about skaters, because I'm doing. Well, it's gonna be one episode, but I'm kind of separating them into 2 parts here. So first part skaters, next part will be goalies. Another thing they added is user backwards skating. So like if you're playing defense, if you're a defender and you're going back, um, trying to stop a guy from getting off a good shot, you'll actually automatically skate backwards. Personally, I liked it. I don't really play much as a defender, but when I tried to get back on penalty kills and stuff like that, yeah, I thought it worked pretty nice. The couple other people I was playing with didn't seem to like it that much, so I guess it's just a preference thing. But I like that they actually gave it to you. You could just turn it off. It's not mandatory by any means. So yeah, if you're playing defense and you're new to the game, you'll probably like it. It'll make it a lot easier for you. It's a lot more simple to stay in front of your guy now than it was before. So that's a good feature that I think they added. What else can I talk about for skaters, really? They feel like they have good weight to them. You don't seem to fly all over the ice. The speed seems to be a lot better. So that's a good thing. The big hits are kind of gone-ish. If you'll remember from like NHL 14, NHL 15, like you could just send guys flying even if you didn't, squarely line it up. In this game, you basically have to be the right class, so basically power forward or grinder pretty much, or enforcer I guess too. But yeah, you have to basically be the right class, and then you really have to line it up if you want to knock a guy out, which is good. That's how it should be. You should have to really line it up to do a good hit. So I like that. It's not as easy anymore. People won't be flying all over the ice, so that's good. Definitely a positive. Other than that, I think I covered pretty much everything about skaters. Although I guess I could say this. You can customize your equipment a lot now. You can customize your stick tape, your your blades, the colors, all that stuff. A lot of people actually ended up making their guys look like Power Rangers, so that was kind of funny. I enjoyed that quite a bit. So, yeah, you can customize your guy quite a bit. Although one negative is, and they said this is going to be the way it is in the full game too, you can't make your own jersey in the EASHL. So that kind of sucks. That's a bit of a bummer. I really liked customizing jerseys. But, people I played with didn't like me customizing my jerseys though. So, hey, I guess they'll be happy that you can't customize jerseys because you know, I don't have that great a fashion sense apparently, or any at all. So, yeah. I guess that pretty much covers everything I want to say about skaters. So, let's talk about goalies now. Goal user goaltending at the beginning of the beta was really awkward. Basically how it was is unless you held down the left trigger, so, you know, left trigger on, I think that's what it'd be on Xbox One, and then L2 on the PS4. Unless you held that down, you were going to slide all over the freaking ice. You were going to not have much control at all. It felt really awkward. I get that you're supposed to be moving quicker, but you would it would not keep you lined up, you know, to the play. You just kind of free move. And yeah, it was weird. Didn't like that at all. To their credit, though, they did fix this towards the end of the beta. I didn't get to play mini games with it because it seemed like we only had 3 people, and it's better if you have like 4 people if you're gonna do user goalie. But yeah, I didn't get to play a ton of it. Played a few games with it. It did work pretty well though. You move quick enough that you can get side to side and make saves, but it wasn't so quick and sloppy that it felt like I was sliding all over the ice. So that was good. Another thing, if you're playing user goalie, you'll notice that the controls are really, really different. Because they had to move it around with adding the trigger button to stay in your, you know, to not move as quick. So, yeah, they changed it all up. I'm going to go over the controls basically for the PS4 version. Just translate it to the Xbox One version if that's what you're playing. Basically, left trigger, like I said, will keep you pretty much from going all over the ice. Then you can use the right trigger, or R2, to basically go butterfly, which is good. It makes it a lot easier, in my opinion, for you to go butterfly. So if you're playing as a butterfly goalie, you'll have a good time with that. It's actually the best class is a goaltender, in my opinion. I played as all 3. Stand-up's horrible. I'm just going to be honest with you. Don't play stand-up. It is awful. In this game, most shots will end up going low anyway. And your stats low are garbage. So, yeah, don't do that. Hybrid goalie you can kind of get away with. Because, you have decent stats basically all around. But, like I said, for the most part, you will be stopping low shots. So, I recommend butterfly. Anyway, back to controls. Those are basically the 2 controls you'll be using the most. You'll be using the left trigger L2 to keep your guy from moving all over the place. You'll basically have that held down most of the game. And then the right trigger to go butterfly. Those are your 2 main buttons you'll be using as a goalie. Obviously the left stick's to move. And now what they did with the right trigger is kind of cool. It's no longer for your glove. What it does is if you use the right trigger, or not the right trigger, the right stick. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. It's been a long day of recording. Basically, if you use the right stick, you could push over to one side. So, like, let's say you're on the right side of the net, and then somebody makes a quick pass over to the left side. What you can then do is use the right stick and push it over, and you'll go over to the other side. So you can still stay butterfly or whatever, but you'll push over to the other side of the net. So that is cool. I like that. One thing that I kind of hope they change, though, it's supposed to be based on how hard you press the stick for how hard you move. It kind of doesn't detect it very well, though, in my opinion. And I kind of just want them to do it. Like, if I push the stick to the left, just send me all the way over to the left. Because you have to hold it down for a second, and by the time you've held it down for a second, the puck's already in the back of your net. So just make it so if I flick it to the left, you fly over to the left. Or, at least give us the option to do that instead of having the you held it down for this long, so that's how far you go thing. Just my opinion on that. Another button. R1 on the PS4 as goaltender will have you hug the post. Don't do that ever. At least if it's like as it is in the beta. Don't ever hug the post. It is the most useless thing ever. Because you will get stuck on the freaking post. You think oh, I'll just let go of R1, I'll get off the post. No, it'll keep you on there for like 2 or 3 seconds. It's really heavily delayed, and yeah, it's annoying. So, don't do that. So, yeah, for wraparounds, like if somebody's buying that for a wraparound, just go butterfly on one side, and then, you know, go to the other side if they try to do a wraparound to the side you're not on. You'll have much better success with that than trying to hug the post and going side to side. So yeah, just my personal opinion. Hugging the post, not done well at all. Not at all. Other than that, for goalie, if you press the right stick up, you can still do a poke check, which is nice. But yeah, it's complicated and simple at the same time. Triangle. Oh yeah, there's other new ones I forgot. Triangle will cover the puck. X, I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember ever using X that much. But now, if you press circle, you will do a pad stack, which is really useful for breakaways and stuff. Although I'm guessing people will start to expect it more. But I was able to stop a few breakaways by doing that. Basically, if you press the control stick to the right and press circle, you'll pad stack to the right. If you press it to the left, the control stick to the left and press circle, you will pad stack to the left, which is very, very cool. Because it's not a complex... I don't even remember what it was in 14-15. Somebody could post it if they want. But yeah, it's a lot more user-friendly. You can do it without having to think that much about it, which is good. So yeah, pad stack, very useful. Very, very useful. And now what they also added, which I really like, is if you press square and press it to the, press square and to the left, you'll do a desperation diving save. That's very useful. If you're caught off your post, like they make a cross crease pass, that could save you quite a bit. So yeah, I recommend using that quite a bit. So, in summary, basically goalie does feel a lot better. It's going to take you a lot of time to get used to it. Like, if you didn't play the beta, it's going to take you a while to get used to the new controls. But once you do, I think it's pretty good. I do like the changes they made in this beta, so if the game comes out and it's like the beta, I think you guys will like it. It's very well done, and you can tell that they actually put a lot of time and effort into this. So, yeah, I don't think them bringing in guys was a publicity stunt at all. I think they actually, did listen to people and gave some good feedback. So, yeah, I really do like that. And also, look, you gotta like that goal. Oh, that was a cool goal. It was a derp, but see, that's what I mean. That's a good example of the derp goals. It just it gets like poked off my stick and it goes in. But yeah, see, he pokes it in his own net. So there's a good example of a derp goal. But yeah, overall. So overall impressions of the beta now, I guess, because that's really all I have to say about goaltending. For goaltending, one last thing. X is to free move your guy. I don't know why I didn't think of that. You shouldn't do it much unless you're going to the bench on a penalty, for a delayed penalty. But yeah, that's all the buttons for goalie. I covered them all. Haha. Okay. Anyway, overall summaries of the beta now, I guess I could give. Don't have a lot. A tip I could give: don't have a lot of snipers on your team. I know people will probably be thinking like, "Oh, sniper has by far the best shooting. I should be a sniper." No, sniper is on. This is my opinion now. Okay, there's probably some people that have really good success with snipers and will swear by them. So, if that's you, all power to you. go forth and, whatever. But in my experience, snipers are really useless. They are so soft. They can't hit anybody. They can't be hit by anybody. And you won't get in scoring position. You will always be covered, and there's not much you can do to get away from it. So, yeah, I think sniper is just, it's not a very good class in my opinion. They need to add something at least to snipers. I get them not being able to hit. I do. I get that. They're snipers. They should, but at least make it so they don't, they aren't useless and they can't protect themselves. I don't know. I just didn't like playing as a sniper at all. Enforcer is also useless. Unless you just want to be full on goon for a game, don't play as an enforcer. The only good thing you can do is fight and hit people. That's it. You can't deflect really well. You can't play defense that well. You're slow as hell. Yeah. So sniper and enforcer, in my opinion, are the two worst classes. And then the worst class for the goaltender is, like I said, stand up. Don't play as those classes. Or otherwise you'll have a very, very bad time. So yeah, my two classes I'll recommend are still, even after the patch, where they nerfed power forwards. Power forward's still a good class, so probably play as that and grinder. Because in my opinion, you'll want at least one grinder on your team to stand in front of the net, because screening the goalie does work pretty well. So, yeah, very good classes to play as. If you just go with like two power forwards and a grinder, you'll be fine. You might want a bit more, shooting prowess. You might want a playmaker there. Playmaker and then playmaker, power forward, and grinder is probably a pretty good, three forward mentality. So, yeah, I'd recommend that. I think that's a pretty good build. And, yeah. In my experience, though, final thoughts here. Goalie games are way more fun than AI games. Because there's still the AI goalie making saves that no human would make, and it's still fun, don't get me wrong, but I think you'll have a lot more fun with user goalie games. And they gave you the tools as goalie this year so that, if you play well and your team plays good defense, you can make the saves A-okay. So it's very well done in that aspect. I like it. I think they did put a lot of effort into goalies this year. So props to EA. I still think they need a little tightening up, but I think you're going to want to play with a user goalie. As long as you get someone that actually wants to play goalie, obviously. Because it's still very stressful. Very, very stressful to play as a goaltender. But, it's fun to do, in my opinion. And you'll have more fun doing it. So, yeah, 7.6 seconds left. We end up getting the 1-0 victory. So, yeah, I hope you guys found some of the stuff I found helpful. I recommend it. I recommend EASHL, and if NHL 16 plays like this, I recommend it over 15, obviously. It just, even for the features alone. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Yeah. I guess that'll pretty much do it, guys. Hopefully you found this helpful. And, yeah. That's it for me. Hopefully I will see you guys in the ASHL. If you want to play some games, just let me know. So, tell me what you think of this video. I'll see you guys later.